All right, let's get right into this. We're going to walk through a story about survival, about holding on to who you are when the world is trying to tear you apart. And it all starts with one simple, powerful idea.
This phrase right here, this is the heart of it all. It's about a name, an identity given at birth. I want you to really hold on to this line, because it's going to be the light we keep coming back to, especially when things get really dark.
So, we're going to tell this story using you. We want you to feel like you're right there experiencing it. And it all begins here, in a peaceful village surrounded by family. A world that feels completely, totally whole.
And look, these aren't just bullet points. They're the fabric of a childhood. Just try to imagine it for a second. The taste of those sweet mangoes from next door. The smell of coconut rice steaming in banana leaves. That feeling of cloth your mother wove with her own hands. Or the warm river on your feet. It's a life made of these small, real joys. And it's a world that's about to be completely destroyed.
And then this. Just 4 words, and they hit you like a punch to the gut. No warning, no slow build-up, just BAM! Everything that came before is over. This is the moment everything changes.
Look at this timeline. It just shows how incredibly fast a whole world can fall apart. You have 12 years of this quiet, normal life. And then by the time you're 14, that life isn't just different, it's shattered. Completely broken by things you have absolutely no control over.
Wow. I mean, this image, it's not really about the pots, is it? It's the perfect symbol for a life just stopped, mid-motion. You're doing something totally normal, an everyday chore, and that's the moment. The exact moment your innocence is just gone. Forever. Because you are taken.
And then, your name, the one that means star, they take it away. And they replace it with this, a number. And this is so important to understand, right? This is how these systems of cruelty work. They erase your identity. They turn you from a person into an object. Because an object is easier to control, easier to hurt, and way, way easier to forget.
The place they take you, it has a name. A comfort station. It's such a chillingly soft word, isn't it? And it's designed to do exactly that. To hide what's really happening. It's a powerful reminder of how language itself can be a weapon, a way to cover up just unbelievable cruelty. Let me be clear, there was zero comfort in this place.
And what you really need to get about this is that it was a system. This wasn't just random, chaotic cruelty. No, it was a carefully designed machine of terror. Every single thing you see here, the soldiers, the lack of privacy, the punishment, it was all a tool specifically engineered to break a person's spirit, piece by piece.
So think about it. Your body isn't yours anymore. Your name is gone. How in the world do you survive that? Well, the fight has to go inward. It's not a physical fight anymore. It's a battle for your own mind, a desperate struggle to keep from being completely erased. And this is incredible. This isn't just about taking it. It's an active strategic rebellion happening entirely inside your head. You learn how to disconnect, to build a safe place inside yourself that they can't get to. You focus all your attention on something tiny, like a crack in the ceiling. Just anything to get away from what's happening to your body. That's not just suffering. That is survival as an act of pure will.
And then one day, it's just over. Just as suddenly as it all started. There's no big rescue, no final fight. It's just quiet. The whole system, the soldiers, the control, it all just disappears. It evaporates, leaving nothing but silence and the handful of people who managed to survive.
But here's the thing, right? When the soldiers leave, is the story actually over? You'd think so, but no, not at all. Because getting out isn't the end of the war. For a survivor, it's just the start of a new kind of battle, a much, much lonelier one. Just because you're free from the place doesn't mean you're free from what happened in the place.
And this just lays out that next battle so tragically. You come home carrying all these wounds, but they're wounds nobody can see. You have a story, but it's a story nobody wants to listen to. And the very community you've been dreaming of returning to, they give you the worst thing possible. Silence, judgment, shame. So you're finally home, and you have never felt so completely alone. And yet, after all of that, after being broken, after being erased, after that horrible, devastating silence, this one thing is still there. Your name. The identity you had before any of this happened. It's the anchor. The one thing that's left when absolutely everything else has been washed away. So what do we take away from all this? I think it's this. Survival was so much more than just staying alive. It was an act of defiance, a constant refusal. Refusing to be just a number, refusing to let them erase you, refusing to be silenced. Yeah, the forces of history tried everything they could to extinguish a life, but the star, that essential, undeniable self, endured. And that really leaves us with a heavy question, doesn't it? What does it truly mean to remain, and what's our job now to make sure that these stories and the stars inside them are never, ever forgotten?